So if you're anything like me, you're wondering, how is it that they got a job? Now, I know I might sound a little crazy, but I'm young and I've been looking for a job since I was 15. And I just got a job today, and I will be 18 in November. So I've been on a job hunt for almost 3 years of my life, and I've only got one interview in that whole time. And the second one that I just got the job for. So I'm going to give you all the tips that I have to give you on how to get a job when you're young. The first thing I will say is go after places where you don't need any experience. You're not really going to get hired at places where you need experience. And I wouldn't really test my odds with places that say they sometimes hire people that are 16 but rarely do, because I've never got a call back from them. The other thing I definitely say that is the only way I got this job is to have a connection. I think the connections really do get you the job because it's somebody that they already trust and know who's encouraging them to hire you. For example, me and this girl at my school both applied to work at Noodles and Company. You know, just Noodles and Company. We have one down the street. And we were both in high school, and I actually had parallel enrollment, so I got out at 11:05. She got out at 2:05. So I turned in my application online, and I called in to check on it because you know you're supposed to do that. And they told me that they weren't hiring students. They already had too many students working. They needed people for in the daytime. So I'm thinking, like, my schedule, I'm available 11, maybe 11:30, 12. You know, I'm available earlier than she is. But she got the job because the people knew her father. She had a connection. She got the job over me when I had more convenient hours because she had a connection. I think connections truly do get you the job. When you fill out your job application, don't leave anything blank unless it's like, have you been convicted of a crime? You know, that kind of stuff. But the stuff where it's like your special skills, all that kind of stuff, don't leave that blank. Don't make stuff up, but just think hard on things you don't really think that people care about, but they do. Like, if you got awards at school for any of the things you got, like organization, if you're good with people, if you're very sociable, you know, all those kind of things. If you're good with math, all that kind of stuff, or your skills and trainings, things that I didn't know that counted. Typing counts. Getting your license counts. Being able to use programs on the computer such as Microsoft Word, Excel, Access, all those things count. Um, if you're going for anything that's a cashier role, being good with money, counting money, all that kind of stuff, this all counts. And I'm just telling you because on a lot of applications I filled out, I did not put that stuff. The other thing is for your experience, you could put down babysitting, that counts. You could put down voluntary work. Just put that next to it, like just be like it was voluntary, no pay, you know, that kind of stuff. That still shows your experience. Like, I volunteered at the library and I volunteered at a sports camp for a church. So even though I wasn't getting paid, I still was doing things like filing paper. I was still laying out food for the children, serving them food, cooking them food. You know, like, I didn't think it was much. But when you're trying to work somewhere like Chick-fil-A or Noodles and Company, experience with food is good. If you're trying to work at a daycare, things with children are good. All that kind of stuff. Also, if you're in college, put that down and put down what you're going for, because they like that you're trying to do something with your life. The ambition shows them that you're not just going to be a lazy employee that just needs money just for now, you know. And be positive. Like, if you get an interview, go in and smile and, you know, just let your personality shine through. You're going to be a little nervous, of course, but remember, your body language says a lot. Try to dress up nice. I'm not saying you necessarily have to wear a dress, but don't just go in there in sweatpants or in jeans. You know, try to dress up a little bit. If you have curly hair, natural hair like me, um, sometimes they like if you put it back because it's a little big. And if you're somewhere with food, they might think like, oh, her hair is going to fall on the food. So, you know, maybe a ponytail or a bun or something. That kind of helps. I'm going to do styles that you can do for your hair. while you're on the interview and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, and oh, what was the last thing I was gonna say? Oh, stay determined, don't give up. You know, make a resume. I made a resume. If you have Microsoft Office 2010, if you just go under crap, you guys are gonna make me really think. I might just put in the description box below or something how you do it. But under templates, one of them is a resume template, and it'll just tell you, like, it'll say, like, on the top it'll be like your name, your address, your phone number, your email, you know, your high school, your GPA, all that kind of stuff. So that all helps. If you got a high GPA, put that on there, because that shows that you're intelligent, you take your schoolwork very seriously, you know, that you're professional, all that kind of stuff. It means that you care, so you're not just going to get in there, slack off, and be lazy. Because if you do your homework, you get a good grade, which means you put in extra effort, and all that shows and counts. Don't make stuff up. Don't lie about having a job. Don't do that, because if they call around and check, that's not good. For your references, you can use students, teachers. You can use people you've babysat for. You can use lifelong friends that just know you. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be a previous employee. I put down my friend William that I've been going to school with since elementary school, my friend Deanna. And I mean, I never worked with them, but I did schoolwork with them, so they know how I carry, you know, what I got to do. They know how I handle my responsibilities and stuff like that. So don't ever think that just because you didn't have a paying job before, you can't get one now. You know, and also be prepared. If you do get an interview, come in with everything you know you need. If you know you're going to need a permit, if you know you're going to need identification, make sure you have all that. If you know they're going to drug test you, make sure you don't do anything stupid. You know, like, you don't want to go in there, everything be a go, and then you went to a party last week and you smoked, and then you don't get the job. Then you're looking like, why did you even just take this drug test? You know, so just make sure everything's right. Sorry if I just got a little too young for you guys. And just keep trying. I'd say good places to start are like grocery stores and places like Pizza Hut. Like, I tried for Pizza Boli's and they weren't trying to hire me because I didn't have any experience. So Pizza Hut, I know they hire people that didn't have any experience. I know Taco Bell hires people that doesn't have experience. I know, like, Safeway and ooh, what are they called? Food Lion and Giant. If you have a relative or something, Mars, they hired me and I didn't have any experience pertaining to that, really. So all that stuff, places like that, don't try to go straight to H&M. They're not going to hire you, especially if you had no experience. McDonald's was not trying to hire me because I didn't have no experience. So you have to go places where it's a good first job. You know, like, if you can just be the cash register at a supermarket, that'll give you a lot more opportunities, and you can put that in your resume. You have references, all that kind of stuff. You know, just be positive, keep motivated. If you can't get a job and you're young, like, say you're still 16, I say volunteer somewhere, maybe try lifeguarding, maybe be a counselor at a camp. They pay sometimes, that kind of stuff. Also, the JCC does hire, but they don't pay that good and you don't get that good at hours. But if you're young, you could do it. My one friend, she said she got $100 every week, so she went every 2 weeks. She wasn't really happy with that, but she was like 14, so to a 14-year-old, I think that's a lot of money. You could try something like that. And then, you know, she has references and resume, and she has duties and responsibilities and everything she could put down. So that's good. And that's just my suggestion. Sorry, I got to rambling. You can leave any comments, questions, you know, hate below.